Here I'm going to show you how to manage your lists and subscribers in our e-newsletter system. This is a very good thing to know, and as a business it's really good to create lists and organize your subscribers into lists so that you can send targeted information to specific stakeholders or target audience groups that represent your clients or potential clients or whoever you want to send newsletters to. So before you do this, you kind of have to sit down, unless you want our assistance with this, and then of course we can really help you look at who your target audiences are and look at your business and its goals and help you identify some subscriber lists and who you should be sending newsletters to. If you want to do it yourself, first thing, sit down, divide your stuff, figure out what lists you want to create, who you want to send newsletters to, and I will now show you how to create them. Okay, so I'm going to create a couple lists for this client. This client is an organization that has members. So one of the lists is going to be BIA members. The list type, depending on how these members are being added, we may or may not want to confirm them. If you choose confirmed opt-in, this means that when a user signs up for the newsletter, they will have to put it'll send an email to the email address that they specify, and they'll have to confirm that they actually are the owner of that email. For the sake of this one, we don't need to do that. So we're going to create a list. Okay, so now we have a list called BIA members. I'm also going to create another list called website signups. Same thing, no opt-in. Basically, people who sign up on their website will automatically get added to this list. Okay, so now we've added two lists. So if we click lists and subscribers, there they are. As you can see, there are no current subscribers in either of those lists. If I go to the BIA members list, we're going to add a subscriber. Now from here you have two options. You're going to manually add them, or you're going to import them from a file. If we're manually adding them, it's fairly simple. Basically you put the name and if you have a name for the person, you can put it. So I could put Jesse Barton, Jesse at divinesdesigns.ca. And then go to the next one. So Jesse James at james.com, for example. If I don't have a name, I just won't put it. So it would be like info at divinesdesigns.ca. Okay, so that's three people that I've added to my list. So now you can see here's the email addresses and here's the names. This one doesn't have a name. If I want to delete them, I can do that right there. Nice and easy, and they show up on the deleted section. Okay, so going back to list and subscribers, clicking BIA members. The second way to add members to a list is to import an actual file. So you will click import from file. Now you do need to make sure that you understand these. It's important that the people who are being added to your list are allowed to be, you're allowed to add them to your list. Okay, so you choose a file. There's different file formats that are allowed and aren't. So the best is a CSV file. Click import these subscribers. Okay, now you're giving it some rules. Okay, so this says, okay, what it's doing here is verifying that it understands what this information is. So if it sees something like this, it's assuming that's an email address, which it is. If it sees something like this, it doesn't know what that is, so we have to tell it. And I'm going to create a new field. This is going to be called the business name. Now it's importing. Now it's going to tell us any that have issues so that we can fix them. So this obviously isn't a valid email address. There's two and symbols there. I don't know how to fix that one, so I'm not even going to try. info@JimSnowStorage. Obviously there's no .com, there's no .ca or anything, so I'm just going to Google it quickly. JimSnowStorage.com in Milton. Okay, so I'm assuming that is the right one. So we can safely assume that JimSnowStorage.com would be the extension there. So we're going to leave those ones out. Okay, so Jim Snow Storage was added correctly. Okay, so now we can see we have 65 active members on our list, and that is, there are additional options over here as well that you can play around with. A lot of times though, this stuff is best left to the professionals, so we recommend calling us and getting us to help you set up your email campaign so it's most effective. Okay, and that's all for creating lists and subscribers.